What's going on, YouTube? My name is BBURBZ, and today I'm going to be reacting live to the Guerrilla Collective Showcase. There's only a few seconds left until it starts, so I'm just going to take this time to say, if you do enjoy the video, maybe consider giving it a like and possibly subscribing to the channel and checking out some more of my videos. That being said, here we go. World premiere. All right, first one. Let's see what they got. Ooh. Okay, I've been waiting for the new skate game to come out, so this obviously looks more arcadey. I wonder if this is going to be on PC, Xbox, PlayStation. I'm digging the track, but I'm not going to have it on this video because I don't want to deal with a copyright strike. It looks like it's going to have like Tony Hawk Pro Skater-esque controls, just judging by the size of the tricks and the arcadiness of it, which I grew up with that. Skate Build Share coming this fall. Epic and Steam, so it's a PC game. Okay. Platonic. Oh, no kidding. We're getting a ukulele remaster? It looks good. Now I'm curious, I know this is like a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. Did any of the original staff from that game work on this, or was this just like a love letter to it? Oh, I like that. Play on words. You could replay Lee. You butchered my name in the title for...
Yum.
Nice.
Welcome to Deathbound, a party-based Souls-like from Brazilian developer Trial Forge Studio. In Deathbound, you are introduced to an innovative combat system that allows you to seamlessly switch to various characters hosted within the body of one, forming a party. You'll be able to find and absorb the essence of 7 fallen warriors. Each time will grant a glimpse into their past.
Please, please.
See, every time I see an action RPG or hack and slash or whatever this game might be, the first question I always gotta find out is it a Souls-like? Because everything seems to be a Souls-like nowadays.
During combat, you can instantly switch between characters. Known as morphing, this mechanic allows you to synergize the party members to overcome the challenges before them. Morph during dodges and even attacks, generating new combinations and powerful morph strikes.
That gives me Final Fantasy 15 vibes right there.
A complex web of conflicts. This intricacy translates into gameplay, offering bonuses or penalties based on your team's composition. After being seduced by Goddess Death, The first civilization relinquished their immortality, and their futuristic society fell. Deathbound takes place centuries later in a medieval world of diverse settings, from hospitals to football stadiums, embroiled in the Church of Death's crusade against the cult of life. Gratia's brutalist architecture and the game's distinct visual style maintain a dark and immersive atmosphere. Are you ready to dive into a bold new take on the Souls-like genre?
It is a Souls-like. Okay. Keeping the world premieres coming. The legend returns. Learn from pain. So I'm not sure what the series is. The Legend Returns, I'm assuming this is a sequel. Level up your game. Volgar, the Viking, August 6th. Interesting. I don't have much to say about that one. By the way, if there's any games that you guys are particularly excited about or just want to talk about, start a conversation down in the comments. I'll be down there. This looks like a pretty cool card-based tactics RPG type of game. See a little bit of story in there. And the graphics, very unique. I've never seen anything like this before. That pen drawing aesthetic. Knights in tight spaces. This looks reminiscent of another game I played. Can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, though. Actually, it was a relatively newer one, too. Neon Blood. Huh. I might check that one out.
To SteamWorld Heist 2.
SteamWorld Heist 2. Now, this is a series that I know gets a lot of praise, at least from what I've seen, but I haven't tried it out yet.
Seems to be poisoning the sea, making clean water something worth stealing. You play as Captain Quincy Leeway. Together with your chosen crew, you sail and heist your way through the Great Oceanic Shard. In fact, let's join your submarine preparing for a heist deep in the frozen north. This is a mid-game mission, so let's pick our crew. Daisy is a fantastic sniper. Wesley gets to shoot twice if he kills an enemy as a Reaper. And Poe is a boomer, able to deliver massive damage.
And Poe is old as hell.
Captain,
He
you
is a
can tailor
boomer.
your crew and choose their roles to fit your playstyle. Like the previous game, the combat of SteamWorld Heist
And that's
2
one thing
is
that's awesome about
turn-based.
these not
Plan
AAA
your
games
attacks and keep in mind
is that they get
enemy
right
position,
to the
cover,
gameplay, a
and
lot of them,
environmental
in their
hazards.
previews. So this is kind of reminding me of like Worms. But then again, I guess I could say that about any turn-based battler.
Okay, you haven't got all day. Let's skip ahead to the end of this encounter. Ah, great, another successful heist. We've increased our reputation, and all characters who were part of the heist get some experience, even if they're scrapped. Now we are back aboard our ship. Let's upgrade our submarine and equip it with a torpedo. Nice. This should make life easier as we continue adventuring on the Great Oceanic Shard. We hope you've enjoyed this brief look into SteamWorld Heist 2. Rest assured, there's plenty more to discover, both across the sea and deep below. So grab your map, set your course, and prepare for a heck of a heist. In SteamWorld Heist 2, coming August 8th, wishlist now.
Okay, cool.
In the faraway planet Sigma, there is only one man who can change the course of its history. And this man is you. Welcome to the world of Keyboard. Every mission in Keyboard starts with a combat map. In this map you can plan and choose your way through the mission. Some paths are more dangerous than others, and there is only a few ways to replenish your health, such as meditation challenge, so you'll need to keep it in mind and plan your way carefully. Keyboard combat consists of familiar beat-em-up elements, such as hand-to-hand combat, melee weapons, special abilities, but you can combine them with the long-range firearms. The only catch is you have a limited amount of ammo, and you need to switch back to your fists to replenish it.
Okay, so it's kind of like a third-person
Implants are one of the
beat
key
'em up.
features of Keyboard. You are playing as a cyborg, and with the right resources you can weaponize your body. Blur is usually my choice. This set of implants provides increased mobility and speed of attack. Now let's move a little bit forward and check implants in action. What you can see on the screen are a few additional effects of the Blur implants. Legs change the distance of dash and also leave the fire trail behind you, while left arm adds so-called shadow attack, which is few additional strikes after a successful combo. On the right arm, Gunslinger is equipped. This implant provides a unique weapon, Gunslinger Ricochet Revolver, and it also can be used in the combos. Any build can be improved, and you have a lot of choice.
Cyborg. Okay. I wonder if that'll be free or if that'll be a paid prologue. Demo available on Steam. I might have to play that in a new video coming up soon then. Night Dive. Killing Time. Resurrected. I recognize the title, but I have not played this game. So I really can't comment on the improvements much. Oh, no way! Toomba? Oh man, I remember when this game came out. Or at least I remember seeing it in GamePro magazine. I never actually had it or played it. August 1st. I might have to get that one. Just for nostalgia's sake. New game by BBURBZ. The makers behind Slime Sand and Demon Turf. Not familiar with either. The first truly expressive 3D platformer. Don't know what they mean by expressive. Set in a massive open world. Project Hides. Stay tuned for the full game announcement. Interesting. Not a whole lot said or shown there. Just a bold claim. Airborne Empire. Not really sure what that last game was, if that was like a hero shooter. And that looks very much like just an RPG. Primal Planet. Are these games that are already out? I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen the demo for the last one available on Steam. But I could be completely wrong. Project Project Haven. Continent of Mystery. Oh, that was there and gone quick. Final night. Spawn? Is this based on a IP or is this a new IP? I'm definitely a fan of the manga influence or manga influence. Ninja Slayer. Huh. Okay. Original work. Ooh. Stylistically, this one is catching my eye quite a bit already. Also, I really like the music. Light Odyssey, coming 2024. Fallen Aces. Ooh. First person stealth? I like the noir vibe. Especially the 2D sprites mixed with the 3D environment is done in a way that I've never seen before. At least that paired with this art style. This is, to me, very unique looking. Oh, no kidding. If this is real gameplay and not just like a proof of concept, this is really cool. Does this have a release date? Wish list. So I wonder how far in development that one is. Is this going to be our first fully CG trailer? Oh. Alrighty then. And yes, it is our first fully CG trailer, I think. Guerrilla Collective exclusive.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, magical knower of things all, tell me now, am I the reddest?
Well, of course, my lord. But there is another.
Great all-powerful mirror of question-based magic, who among the earth-walking cretins shines more crimson than I?
Well, there's a red guy.
A red guy?
I'm getting Ren and Stimpy or Powerpuff Girls. I don't remember.
Looking into this further, it would seem his name is Dynamite Anton.
I demand that you find this Antoine, find out what he loves the most, and take it from him. He will come running, and I will siphon his delightfully rosy tone.
Alright, so my bet is on this is going to be a 3D or a 2D platformer, but we'll see. Yep. Very 90s vibes. I dig it. Wizard of Legend 2.
The trials are the single greatest test of skill and might in all the world. Mastering your arcana will be key to triumphing
roguelike?
over the trials. The different elements of arcana each hold their own unique style. Water is balanced between offense and defense. Lightning arcana hit lightly, but quickly.
I admire any wizard that likes to play with fire.
Upgrading your arcana is as paramount as mastering stronger spells. A boost to your arcana shall serve you wisely. Relics are mementos of great wizards of old.
The legacies of our ancestors.
Wizard, that relic is cursed.
Continue to persevere, and your burgeoning powers will grow.
Now you're firing on all cylinders.
What a breathtaking display of power.
Oh,
Guess you weren't as invincible as you thought.
The apparatus can make all kinds of changes to the trials.
Potions aren't free.
Each cloud's got magic to make wizards mightier.
Time for the two of you to tango. Yeah, okay. You have friends. You can stop showing off.
How is this allowed? This is supposed to be every wizard for themselves.
A bunch of different
Put your
voice acting going
capabilities
on.
to the test.
That's cool.
You bring the thunder, I'll bring the lightning.
This elemental looks down to earth.
Jabara, the Witch of the Sands. Will you prove yourself?
Show me your magic.
This is your chance. Become legend. Wizard of Legend.
Okay, and there's a demo available now.
Yo, Ninja Slayer Neo Satma in Flames is the longest title I've heard in a while, long as hell. But they deserve every consonant, every vowel. It looks super sick and explosive. Please wishlist the games on our Steam event page to cop them when they are available and slide by the Epic Game Store page while you're at it. Next up, we will boost your heart rate by jump scaring you with new reveals from some dope horror titles. Dim the lights, and let's crawl in.
We're so lucky to live in a mansion like this. I'm not so sure about it. I think it's really creepy.
But it's still better than being in an orphanage. Right, Jennifer? Where did everyone go? Is anyone here?
Good old point-and-click adventure game. This is a remake, isn't it? Absolutely, this is a remake or a remaster. Clock Tower. Rewind. Yeah. I was gonna say I recognize that
My name is
scissors
Joe
person.
Modzelewski. I'm the development director at Limited Run Games, and I'm overseeing development of Clock Tower Rewind. Clock Tower is a very unsettling game. It's a very disturbing or sinister game. Your character is extremely vulnerable, and the limits to what you can do as the player, I think, contribute to that feeling. It's a staple in the beginnings of the survival horror genre, and it's a game that was only released in one territory in the past. There are other franchises that I think get too much of the credit for where this genre came from, and I think it's really exciting to have people be able to see some more of these ideas in a way that they've never seen before, coming from a place that they may not have thought they came from. But this game that is so integral to the creation of that genre, or at least the explosion of that genre, has been inaccessible for decades. And for a lot of people that want to go back to the roots and see where a lot of these ideas came from.
Yeah, I mean,
or
unless you
where
were
a lot of
playing it
the
on an
choices
emulator,
came
I
from,
think.
they've had to go through a variety of hoops or less than ideal means to experience something that is really historically important. All parts of the original experience were left the way that they were. We didn't change any of the art assets, any of the audio assets, or any of the gameplay features. We wanted to make sure that we didn't do anything that compromises the integrity of the original experience. We wanted to keep it as it was, but not to a point that it degrades the experience for people coming in that maybe didn't play games back when this came out. Maybe they expect more modern features. We've added things like saving anywhere
I wish more
and
remasters
rewind
would
that allows you to reverse
do that.
small mistakes. And you can also
Kinda
load
stay
back
true to the
previous save
source
if you want to
material
go
a little
back
bit
far
more.
enough to address something you might have done to mess up an ending you were trying to get. The localization, I think, is the most important new feature. It makes the game more accessible to a variety of people who never had a chance to play it before. WayForward has added a new animated intro, voice-acted manga cutscenes,
So I was sent to Granite Orphanage, the place where I live now.
new vocal tracks, restored content from the PlayStation 1 version of the game, and an interview with the game's original director. Clock Tower Rewind will be available later this year on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and Steam.
Nice.
Roman, on then. It's time.
Where is this? Where am I? Hello?
We do what this place demands.
Is this hell?
Hell would have meaning. This is just us and our gloom.
The graphics almost have a claymation look to them.
Break you.
I don't believe you.
You think you can escape what you have done?
Post-trauma. Fall 2024. Okay. That's what I love about indie games, is that there's so much uniqueness with like style and just meshing of different into the pepperoni. I was gonna say meshing of different gameplay styles as well. Oh, this is a new Five Nights. It sure is. And a whole new art style. At least as far as I'm aware. Into the pit. Prepare for a new nightmare. More at jeffspizza.club. Huh. Well, the game theorist will have a fun time with that.
And this is my tech noir survival horror game, Hollow Body.
Hollow Body.
You play as Mika, a black market delivery driver who's searching for a missing partner in a long abandoned British city.
Definitely inspired by Resident Evil, I would say.
On Steam and GOG later this year.
Smell. Something's burning.
If you like what you see, it would really help me out if you wish listed over on Steam. There's also a demo available there if you fancy giving it a go.
And a demo already available. Nice.
Oh, God. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Ah. That's nice. Hit him with a guitar. Nice. Yeah, this is an absolute love letter to, you know, your early PS1 horror games, you know, Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Even though those had more of the stationary camera, so I guess I would say like PS2 era maybe. And again, I wonder how far into development this is. I mean, it looks good, but I wonder how close to release it is, if it's got any kind of planned release date. Doesn't look like it. Interesting.
Welcome to Demon School, a spooky tactical RPG set in a school on a mysterious island. I want to introduce you to our cast of characters, starting with Faye, the protagonist. She's the last practicing demon hunter after her grandfather died.
Yeah, tactical CRPG here.
She pulls together a crew of other students to fight the demon hordes who are breaking through to the human world, including Newt, whose family has run a shrine for 1,000 years. He heals and buffs friendly characters on the grid. He also collects anime fan subs. Then there's Namako, who debuffs and stuns enemies, and her special does a water attack across a wide area. Do not call her a goth. She hates that. Destin is our resident himbo. His short shorts give him power. Like Faye, he knocks characters back, allowing for interesting combos and strategies. Demon School has a deep story, relationship building, minigames, techniques to upgrade your skills, and 15 characters to use in battle. Here are a few of them. Each character has basic attacks that complement each other. Oh, that's Dog, by the way. And unique special attacks that do things like insta-kill enemies for double the action points, drop items from the demon world, or start triple combos. Thanks for watching. Look forward to more coming from us very soon.
A new demo at Steam Next Fest. Project Z Beyond Order. Transylvania Adventure. I think that's what it said at least. Oh yeah. Good old Castlevania-like. Again, I like the music. Good game. You can pet the animals. It's interesting how many spiritual successors and love letter type games there are. Especially just so far, even just within this presentation. But I suppose if something's not broken, don't fix it. If the formula works, roll with it. I'm sure each of these games are doing their own little tweaks to, innovate on their respective genres. Simon Quest. Dracula Will Live to Die Again, 2025. Nice. That first elevator scene gave me Evangelion. Disillusion. So this looks to be essentially a visual novel. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jose, and I'm here to introduce you to Cozy Dungeons. Cozy Dungeons is an adventure/interior design game where you explore dungeons, clear them out of enemies, and renovate them for a profit. After all, why just conquer a dungeon when you can turn it into a
That's a unique idea.
We're showing you today our tutorial dungeon, which takes place in the home of a wizard who got evicted by goo monsters. To beat the dungeon, we must first complete all the renovation requirements the client demands of us, such as cleaning dirt, building furniture, destroying barricades, and much more. These appear on the left side of the screen. Some of these requirements demand we talk to the client and see what they want. Here, he asks us to place an alicorn and a couple of gold piles next to his visage. Where could that be? Oh, this has his face. Surely he means this statue. Let's open the build mode and place what he asked. The guys on the floor tells us where the decorations should be relative to one another. And presto, he seems to like it. We need to get to the next room, but the door is locked. Let's look for clues nearby. Let us face each other and figure out the path forward. Okay, and what does this lever do? Oh, I get it now. One more. Yes, now we may proceed forward.
Little Zelda influence, I think,
full
there.
Better get rid of them. To beat a dungeon, we must also defeat all the enemies inside. To do this, we have our trusty sword, our combat techniques, and tools like the explosive barrels. The enemies won't know what hit them. Once we complete all the renovation requirements and defeat all the enemies, we can beat the dungeon. We'll get a reward depending on our efforts, and we will return with our spoils to the guild. And speaking of the guild, this place is absolutely wrecked. Time to renovate. The guild is our home, which we can decorate however we want. At the start of the game, a mysterious accident left.
Yeah, I can see this game getting super addicting.
From scratch. As we progress through the game and keep renovating it, we will be able to use.
It's going to be for a niche audience, but
upgrade our tools,
it's definitely going to scratch an itch for some people.
Customize our characters, or hang out with the other members of the guild. They're much better. This marks the end of our time together. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, be sure to wishlist Cozy Dungeons today on Steam. Thank you for watching.
This looks like it's got heavy N64 influence. You know, it is cool to see a lot of N64 and PlayStation 1 retro. We've had pixel graphics for a long time, but now seeing like these low poly, low texture games come into their, what's the best way to word this? Just to become more popular. What I really want to see though, and I haven't yet, and I don't know if we're ever going to, is if we see any games more reminiscent in terms of like the first Resident Evil or the Final Fantasy games where we've got the static matte painted backgrounds with the 3D models, or yeah, 3D models. I haven't seen anything particularly in that style yet, so I'm curious to see if we ever get anything more reminiscent of those games.
It is the sound of the instrument that soothes your father.
But I don't know where to go, where to search for it.
Play a note at the melody whereof a great sigh one can cast. Other worse, whereby the heavy cup of wine one can cast.
Demo available.
Expedition report number 1.1. We finally landed on the planet of Ava, although not without problems. The ecosystem here is beyond anything I've ever seen, and hey, Vic, I told you not to jump in like that while I'm compiling a report. Oh, watch your back! There's something behind you! As you can see, Vic has already made some friends here. No wonder. Ava is teeming with life, which makes it that much more important to preserve. A challenging mission lies ahead of us.
It's a pretty looking game.
We must gather all the data we can to rescue the creatures of Ava.
I like the color palette.
Because a mysterious infection, known as the Withering by the local inhabitants, is slowly taking over the planet. Speaking of Ava's inhabitants, they're called the Null, and so far, they treat us with apprehension. This makes our mission even more difficult. Because time is of the essence, and we can only save so many creatures. But you know what? We're not backing down. As humans, when life throws obstacles at us, we learn how to overcome them and move forward. Vic? We've got company again. Vic? Hello? Are you there?
That looks cool. Maybe I'm just a sucker for pretty graphics, but that looks super interesting to me.
Welcome to the egg-centric world of Egg and Gun.
Oh no, we got a pun right off
Egg
the
and
bat.
Gun is a challenging climbing game where you take control of a physics-based egg and experience a hazardous climb to the top of the world. The egg's shape directly influences its jumping capabilities. Synchronize the jump timing with the egg's rotation cycle to jump from the tip and reach greater heights. But higher doesn't always mean better. Precise control of the egg is key to success. The environment is hazardous. The egg is wobbly, and gravity is extremely ruthless. So every fan of games like Getting Over It or Jump King should feel right at home.
I like that they specifically call out Getting Over It and Jump King, so they know
while you wait for
their
your
niche.
eggshell to regenerate. Watch out though, because in the yolk form, you can slide off platforms and fall through cracks. Keep in mind that there are no checkpoints, so every time you fall down, you will have to climb up again and again. If you're looking for additional challenges, keep an eye out for hidden stamps. Apply them to your eggshell and deliver to the top of the world for extraordinary rewards in the form of egg decorations and alternative skins. Like this Easter egg, right here. Every time you fully crack, you lose all collected stamps. Get your shell recovered and climb back up. Hens are not your friends either. Every point
rather
of
than
surface
being
in the
just
henhouse is
an
a
asset
danger
flip,
for a fragile egg.
this seems like they knew
Once
exactly
you
what they
escape
wanted
the
to do.
henhouse,
They found a style that
whole,
worked.
even
And
deadlier environments await you.
this might be
Travel through the world
a
from
super
the egg's
popular game.
perspective and feel like a real egg. This is not a yolking matter. Test yourself and ascend with Egg and Gun. Wishlists now on Steam.
Okay, I give them credit for this. This might be a hit. Hardcore action. Oh. Okay, so the orange and teal is always aesthetic. But I also dig the drum and bass, and it rolls back to what I said before about these indie games just being so stylistic. Motor Slice. I'm gonna keep my eye on that one. 2025, so it's a ways out. Is this a new banjo-like? Seems open world though. That's pretty cool. Well, this just seems like a good old platformer. Speaking of which, I've been debating on, I've never played Mario Odyssey, and I think I might stream that on the channel soon. The Secret of Crystal Mountain.
In a world
Seems like some
filled
good,
with
wholesome
crime,
fun.
murder, and unfathomable horrors, one girl has to wake up already because she's late for school again.
Speaking
Dive
of
into
wholesome,
Little Problems, a cozy detective game where the mysteries that matter aren't about grand thefts or sinister plots, but about navigating the quaint challenges of daily life. Follow the story of Mary and her friends as you piece together clues and deduce culprits. One little problem at a time. Little Problems, coming this winter.
Day of the Shell. Your time has not yet come. I really enjoy the music in this one. This looks quite polished. Day of the Shell. Biggest thing for that is I'm mostly interested in the soundtrack for that game. That sounded really good.
The Cataclysma left us broken.
Moonlighter and the Messenger. Okay.
Lost. But we rose, piece by piece. Night after night.
Tower
And
defense?
we survived. They broke us once. But I see no broken souls today. I see be a people carved from stone. And with this stone, we will rebuild.
Cataclysmo, July 16th.
Greetings, Commanders. I am here to brief you on your mission in Grit and Valor. The year is 1949, and the war rages on. Axis powers have dominated the battlefield using mechanical war machines. As commander of the Resistance, we need you to lead our band of Allied mech pilots. Together, you must deliver the EMP weapon into the heart of New Germany to disable their base of operations. With a blend of real-time tactics and roguelike upgrades, you must reclaim Europe, region by region. In every mission, you will control a squad of 3 mech units, escorting your command vehicle through waves of enemies. This is your highest priority, as it carries the EMP needed to turn the tide against New Germany. Expect these missions to become increasingly difficult as you progress. Therefore, choosing the right path and field upgrades is critical. If you are daring enough, you can also complete bonus objectives to gain more permanent rewards. However, should you become overwhelmed and the command vehicle is destroyed, your campaign in the region will end. In such circumstances, you must return to our HQ to rebuild, rearm, and redeploy. You can use the supplies you've earned to upgrade your mechs and promote your pilots. You can also customize your squad. Pair each pilot and their abilities with the right mech to unlock your squad's potential. When ready, you must brave the front once again and push even further into the heart of enemy territory. At the end of each region, our reports detail there is an enemy boss to face. Once you overcome it, you must march on the next region, which will present its own challenges. I trust you are up to the task and will join our Discord server to hear more about Grit and Valor 1949. Wishlist on Steam today. Good luck, Commander, and Godspeed.
Good trailer.
Following the defeat, Yamato Empire ceded its territories in the Pacific, leaving behind a chaotic vacuum of power.
Semboyan kita tetap satu. Merdeka atau mati.
New Phoenician insurgents continue their attack of the remaining UOC soldiers stationed in the colony. Krieger mech squads have been deployed to contain
Another war with mechs.
Move that ass, maggots. I don't fucking care which idiot.
What's your language?
The President had expressed concern about the brutality our brave UOC soldiers have endured in the primitive land of New Phoenicia.
Our brothers in the colony have suffered too much from this insolent display of lawlessness. The UOC will be benevolent no longer.
Those hardy New Phoenicians salvaged the Empire's kriegs and made them their own. They turned it into a promise of power, to resist, to fight back. Brave men defending their liberty. I respect them.
Got intel there's an old temple in these parts. Locals call it China.
But the order was clear. The land belonged to the UOC, and we had to get it back.
It is of utmost urgency that we move to protect the people of New Phoenicia and defend what is rightfully ours.
Welcome to the interstellar wilderness, where navigation is not just a skill, but the essence of survival. In a world meticulously choreographed by the laws of Newtonian physics, your vessel is an extension of your will, in real space, in real time. Every maneuver, trajectory, and pulse of thrust determines your fate. Whether weaving through asteroid fields, or engaging in combat. Larger ships demand strategic design to navigate effectively, but with the aid of retro thrusters and auto-adjusted trajectory, complete mastery over all 6 degrees of space is within reach. Exploit the absence of atmospheric drag to traverse vast distances at no cost. But miscalculate it, and no one will hear you scream.
Star Miner. Chocolate Factory? Is this like Factorio, but with candy? That's exactly what this is. Factorio is one of those games that I own, but I've actually not played it yet. I've been meaning to though. If that's something you'd like to see me do on the channel, let me know. See, no, this isn't Factorio. It's literally just called Chocolate Factory.
Production Director at Flat Ponies, and I'm excited to present a short playthrough of a late game mission in Rebots. But before we have a look at some gameplay, let's quickly summarize what kind of game Rebots is. Rebots is a first-person resource management game where you play as a new employee at the Rebots Corporation. Our story begins in a new and exciting frontier, better known as the asteroid field. Our goal is to terraform asteroids with mostly intelligent Rebots to fit the needs of different alien species. We start on the spaceport, the player's hub. There's a wide variety of things to do here. Explore, get to know some aliens.
You see the top left, 9999999.
Let's go to the Observatory to get a job. For this job, we are going to have to build a solar plant on an asteroid. So let's head out and find ourselves an uninhabited one. We have a lot of asteroids to choose from in the asteroid field, as we have explored different constellations already. Let's start figuring out how we get this solar plant built. Let's spawn the constructor and configure it. We need 7 semiconductors, 5 steel ingots, and 5 beams. First, let's get the constructor started on the solar plant by setting up the scaffolding. Our 2 combiners are already configured to create iron ingots and steel. Let's automate this with some Rebots. Let's spawn a dispatcher and set the connections up. Since both combiners require iron ore in order to make the iron ingots and steel, we might as well have a dispatcher dispatch the iron ore in the hauler to both of these combiners. By connecting the hauler to the head of the dispatcher and the arrows on the dispatcher to their respective destinations, and
so the only games that I've played in this genre are Subnautica, Astroneer, and that's about it.
Next, let's hook up the second input of the combiners. This we will do
I
straightforward.
played
Connect the hauler to the combiner and back again.
a
Easy
Planet
peasy.
one too.
I'll
It's a relatively newer game. I just can't think of the name of it off the top of my head.
There
I think
we
it's
go.
Planet Crafter.
Now all we need to do is to spawn some workers, and that's the steel ingot automation done. Now we just wait and let the workers do their thing. From now on, this loop runs on its own, fully automated, and will keep on producing steel for as long as we provide it with the necessary resources. Now we just have to let the workers do their job while we sit back and relax.
Well, this looks cute and cozy. Actually, I just played a demo for a game called Tiny Glade, and this looks a lot like that. Like to the point that I almost wonder if it's the same developer. Oh, that's cool. You can actually first-person walk through it. Monterona.
Beloved Rapture is an upcoming retro-inspired JRPG with many modern conveniences and contemporary themes. Our public demo gives players access to the prologue and Chapter 1, establishing our main character, the setting, and larger storylines. Today, we instead wanted to show something deeper in Beloved Rapture's narrative.
Okay, so they've got a demo already available.
The world opens up significantly, allowing free access to multiple cities, missions, and towns. This evolving rhythm of exploration allows for a deeper immersion into the world and greater autonomy over the story's progression. One of the major cities you'll visit is that of Alexandria, a vast setting teeming with NPCs to chat with and secrets to explore. Check the job board for optional side quests, participate in various mini-games, gamble away your wealth, or take part in the grandeur of the Colosseum. Wherever you are, keep an eye out for hidden paths, movable obstacles, and puzzles that may yield great treasure.
This seems to have all the good tropes that
swim through rivers,
a lot of my favorite
climb
JRPGs have.
sides, and open up shortcuts.
Will not
for
complain about
smoother
that.
Backtracking. Use all forms of traversal to roam freely. There are no random encounters, so be sure to size up your opponents and engage in battle at your own peril. Turn orders are determined by speed, so you must be mindful of sequencing in combat. Use magic spells and special items to disrupt the flow in your favor. Charge up your Relica meter and unleash extra powerful limit break attacks. Upon claiming victory, earn loot and powerful gear to modify your stats. These weapons can then be further upgraded, while also unlocking special abilities or earning runes to enhance your arsenal of magic spells. And with enough experience, your party will level up, allowing you to assign bonus points to further customize your heroes. The world is sprinkled with mini-bosses, cutscenes, special character interactions,
looks like a lot of time
and much more to keep
effort
the
was put into
experience
this.
fresh and memorable. We hope you are as excited as we are for the release of Beloved Rapture coming later this year. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to the Mix and Guerrilla Collective team for providing us this opportunity to share what we are working on.
That's tough. I thought he died for a second there. This is an auto brawler claw machine game. It is. And Plinko. Okay. Almost feels like it could be a mobile game, but just my opinion. Are we gonna see any gameplay for this, or just a cartoon? Wild Tactics. Okay, then.
My name is Glenn Windwalker. I'm your captain. A ship is nothing without a loyal crew, and I'm searching for the best. Okay, team, let's focus. Watch your back, Theo! The Alliance isn't letting up.
This gives me heavy Nintendo vibes.
It's going to be tough, but I can't do it without you guys.
The cake is a lie? No. Well, this RPG definitely seems like it's got a lot going for it in terms of different play styles or, you know, different elements. Bittersweet Birthday. This looks cute. Escape from Ever After onboarding. Play for free. Ethermancer.
Fight, advance, die, and repeat. Aethermancer is a monster taming roguelike.
So this is
yeah, you know the drill.
Roguelike.
And that's my cat saying I should explain more. Okay, let's go. As Aethermancer, you're fighting your way through the ever-changing fractured ruins alongside your monsters in challenging, turn-based, 3 versus 3 battles. Speaking of monsters, the stars
I like the traversal. It gave me crosscode
more than
vibes.
50 monsters from different mythologies, each playing differently with unique signature traits. For example,
I wonder
Volpatina
if
can
it
use
feels
the
like
enemy's
that at
attacks
all, or
against
if that
them.
was more
And
so
you
just
will need your team of monsters,
an
as the world
automatic
you're
jump.
traversing is filled with danger and hostile monsters, like those over there. So menacing. If they have not spotted you though, you can ambush them, which grants you an advantage in the fight. Combat is all about managing your available Aether. Your monsters generate Aether every round, but also need it to unleash powerful spells, like this one. Some monsters can even purge enemy Aether to stop dangerous actions, as the enemies conveniently let you know what they plan to do next turn. Aether management is only one key to success. You can pursue different strategies. Let your monsters team up with the sidekick buff, or grind your opponents down with poison. But my go-to? Defeat them before they can do anything. If you attack enemies with the right elements, you can stagger them, which makes them skip a turn and receive more damage. Awesome.
Pretty typical.
And hey, if you're a control freak like me, you don't have to just watch your monsters fight, you can take actions alongside them, depending on your player class. During your adventure, you will explore the different regions of the Fractured Ruins. Today you can see one of them. You will encounter cute NPCs, find secrets to help you on your journey, break boxes, well, and most importantly, raise your monsters. Watch them grow stronger as you build a unique monster from a skill pool that reacts to your choices. So with time, your team grows stronger and stronger. You discover powerful combos and construct builds that feel so crazy good they feel broken. But be careful not to underestimate your enemies, especially when your monster's starting HP is reduced from corruption damage. Because once a monster dies, it is gone for the rest of the run. So you might still fail.
Okay, so maybe it's
Don't
not
be
roguelike,
discouraged
it's
by
just
your inevitable defeat. Get up and try again. With each run, you unlock new powerful meta progression features.
Just
You
permadeath.
rebirth your monsters and guide them as
Completely
they gain
different game
worthiness
mechanic,
and grow
that's all.
stronger with each life, until you are able to reach the holy city of Vigil. Aphromancer is in closed alpha right now. Register for the raffle on our Discord server and try for yourself. See you in the Fractured Ruins!
So this is a new port of this game, but I'm not familiar with what this is. Unless I know it by name and nothing else. Echo Generation. Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with this. This bow hunting game looks familiar. But I don't think it's the same game I think it is. Because what I'm thinking of is the game by the ex-level designer of Bethesda, who worked on games like Skyrim and Fallout. He's working on a hunting game. But that game uses very minimal textures as far as last I heard. And this looks like it's a lot more action-packed than that. The Axis Unseen. That might be the same game. I'm gonna have to look into that. That is the old world designer of Bethesda's new game, and wow, it really looks like it's taken form and come a long way since I last saw it. And that's one game that I've been meaning to keep my eye on, and as it gets closer to release, I will pay more attention to it. So that's awesome. Another cute looking game. Slime Heroes. Demo available now on Steam. That looks like a fun little action-adventure game. We got a boomer shooter here.
Welcome to the CSA, Agent. Try to get through this mission with your recorders intact. We need proof how much you're actually capable of.
Like a cyberpunk Doom. Desynchronized.
Hey, last run wasn't too bad. Here we go again. I'd like you to not hold back. It'd be good to see what was designed for once.
Dead.
Android, latest invention of the famed Dr. Gray. I'm here to bring you home.
Maybe it's time I hit the planetary kill switch. How about a clapping?
You won't get rid of me that easy.
Come to me, Brent!
Elsie to Gray, I have Ash. I'm gonna get back out there and kick robot chassis. Sit still and get plucked. Cause you can't break me!
I like the voice actors.
From the depths I come. Don't test me. Check this thing out.
I will end you!
Elsie. Very cool. That one's definitely a vibe. Dreamcast looking graphics. as much as they're creative and innovative, they can be very niche. And by that I mean focused towards a very particular play style and or just style. Their audience is very specific.
Come on, Crusaders! It's cleanup time!
Death is only the beginning. Groovy.
I don't have a whole lot to say about a lot of these games.
Violence. What are you,
nor do I have the ability to rely on chat to respond to, which I would like. I would very much like to start streaming on this very channel.
Time to roast.
You can help me.
Baby.
I need to hit certain benchmarks to be able to do that before YouTube lets me. And one of those benchmarks is I gotta have a certain amount of subscribers. So maybe go check out some more of my videos, see if you like what you see, and if you do, consider subscribing. It would help me out and make things a little bit more interesting on videos like this.
Need for blood. No. Oh shit, that's the name of the game.
Seems to be a heavy influence of retro style games. I don't just mean for this game, I mean throughout this entire presentation. Iron Meat. That was my nickname in high school. This is a pretty long broadcast. 2 hours? Just about. Beyond the Ice Palace 2. Renane. Definitely has a unique look. Mortal Hunter. Ooh, is this momentum based? Pinballvania. Huh. Okay, I like this. Gives me what was it? Kirby Dreamland? No, what was the Kirby pinball game on the Game Boy? I used to play the hell out of that when I was little. Pinball Spire. That looks cool. Oh, weird. This trailer took definitely a different turn than I thought it was going to. Huh. Chain staff. Well, that was quick. Mac and cheese games. Well, these past few games definitely have personality. I'll give them that much. Munch. Ooh, this is giving Hollow Knight. This is looking really cool. What is this? Constance. Coming late 2025, so that one's a ways out. That looks promising. Somber Echoes. I'm very interested to see if any of these games pop off and turn into major hits. You know, like I said at the beginning of this thing, I watched some of their previous events, and some of the games that they had covered really did do good numbers and gain quite a bit of popularity. So again, I'm interested to see where these end up. There's a few that I'm going to keep my eye on. And yeah, I think this was a good look into a lot of the indie games that are coming out. Again, a lot of retro-inspired stuff. I kind of expected that. Maybe not this much, but it's interesting. We'll see what happens. Also, I will be covering the next few showcases that are happening over the few days, specifically the Xbox showcase, a Future Games showcase, PC Gaming Show, Summer Game Fest, and the Devolver Direct. So tune back in for those, and I will see you then. Have a wonderful day. Peace.